one of the reasons I became a priest without having, as young people, I had no sense of what it implied. But I came from a big family and we had serving, loving parents, and I guess I get my idea model from them. If you're going to be real, you're going to have a meaningful life. And they were all heavy, we must get educated. You know, we were blue collar people. And loads of kids quit high school or went to trade schools, and my father would said, "No, you're not going to do that." Uh, anyway, and of course I found out years later what exceptional parents I had. But you have to live a long time to appreciate that. I mean, I had so many brides and grooms when you do the marriage and pre-marriage investigation. I couldn't believe how many people had such lousy parents, and a small minority, but a vocal minority, how many people hated their own parents. That was a learning process for me. So, like anybody who wants to be a doctor, or a nurse, or a Baptist missionary, or wants to go to the Peace Corps, or most people really, when they start out in their professions, they do want to serve other people. So that was ingrained into me. And the local parish I happened to be in was very good in tough times. I came at the end of the Depression, and the priests would hand out money and buy shoes and do stuff secretly to all kinds of people in the parish. So I had a good model there. The people in the neighboring French and Polish parishes didn't have that model. So, I was ordained. I want to serve others. And one intuition I always had was, or I smelled, I intuited that when you're a Catholic priest in America, at least, I can't speak for the rest of the world, you were able to deal, part of it was clerical power, I'm ashamed to say today, putting on the Roman collar and saying prayers at the dedication of a war machine, or installing a judge, or blessing a new cargo ship in Newport News. Or, you're called up. I'm going to bless a field for soccer girls next week. But anyway, part of it's clerical, but part of it is the people's need to have their actions or their play or whatever blessed. Although I had no more blessing power than any lay person in the church, but that's sort of the good side of a bad thing, clericalism. So I had this intuition that when you're a priest, contrary if you're a lawyer, you stick with lawyers and judges. And they do. I have a lot of lawyer friends. And the doctors, of course, got their own unique club. I don't want to be too hard on them because I know some fabulous doctors from my life experience, fabulous serving doctors who weren't in it for money or prestige. And of course, fabulous public school administrators and teachers, etc. So, and then by my various assignments, I just got thrown in with every kind of human being there is. From the poorest black people in the public projects of Newport News, St. Vincent's, which was half white, half black, and I was able to integrate that parish, even to the point of having interracial picnics and interracial dances on the Feast of Fools the night before Ash Wednesday. And we think back of all the wonderful times we had, and it was as interracial as you could get, and friendships born out of church membership. Not athletes for Christ or Christian businessmen or that kind of nonsense, but real relational friendships, which are hard to achieve even in the South, where blacks and whites have lived side by side. A co-equal interrelationship in a social way is not too common even yet. There's more of it, and then we talk about token blacks and token whites, and I know all about that.